news, views, voices of the global Indian community. India abroad.
I work as a doctor in New Delhi, and my limited area is on liver and metabolism. Today is an important day for me because through this very powerful group, the India Abroad, I want to communicate a few things. If you want to remain healthy, and if you want not to take medicines and enjoy life and live a long life with solace, peace, and eternal happiness, do pay attention to some of the tips that I am telling you. I have been able to pen down a book, Own Your Body, and some life-saving tips. The book distills several thought processes which I as a doctor and as a physician and as a student of medicine have learnt over the years. Let's start from comparing your body with a car. When you buy a car, or in fact if you are owner of a car, then you will be very careful that the engine of the car runs well, the clutch is good, you get the best of the oil, you get the best of the engine tuning done, you send it for repairs. But how many times you remember that you have done for your body? If your car makes a little noise, you take it to the garage and get it repaired. But have you ever done it when there is a slight noise in your body? Very rarely. So remember that you are more important than your car, and your best investment in life is not money into properties or into housing. Your best investment in life will be your own body. So start investing, start listening carefully, and define the path of health and eternal well-being. I'll give you a few examples so that you know whether you fit into one of these stories. There are 21 stories in the book, and they are written with an intense desire for people to learn and change the way they look at their life. For example, I have acidity. I means one of you. And you take pills day in and day out for acidity. But you don't realize that this acid is supposed to stay in the stomach. If the same acid from the stomach goes into your food pipe, it will burn it. But in the stomach, it will digest your food. By taking a medicine all the time for acidity, what are you doing? You are decreasing the capacity of your stomach to destroy bacteria. So more and more different types of organisms will grow. So therefore, one of the stories in this is that it is your lifestyle. But it also tells you in the same story that you inherit not only the habits of your parents but also the genes. So acidity is not something with genetic, but the way you are born makes this. So people who have got acidity say, मेरी mother को भी थी, मेरे father को भी acidity है, मुझे भी हो गई. It's partly your genes, partly your lifestyle. So we have a stomach, and each one of us tries to fill it to the whole of the stomach. Remember, the stomach must be divided into 4 parts. One part you eat, one if required fill with water. Let the other half of the stomach remain empty, either for air or for nothing. If you keep your stomach half filled, that means you start with a dessert plate, not with a dinner plate. Your stomach will have the acid down and it will go one way. It will never come up. Second, for acidity, which is very common today, the solution is not to have a heavy tummy. If you are obese, it will go up. The second message which most of it you will connect is, yaar main thak jata. I get very tired. After a little work, I am tired. And the reason is that you have not exercised enough. I am not trying to teach the routine exercises, but I am trying to tell you, if you are overweight and your liver has fat, you may probably have a very strong feeling of exhaustion and tiredness. Now let's get back to why I am saying that there is some relation of liver. Do you know liver is the center of your metabolic factory? Most of you know liver digests. Liver makes all what you eat available to us. But do you know your blood sugar is controlled by liver? Do you know that all your immunity, your color in the morning, when you say, यार आज तुम बड़े अच्छे लग रहे हो, अच्छे लग रहे हो, your liver is healthy. Why is it so? Because liver is the metabolic factory and it controls your sugar, your fat, your protein metabolism. If the liver has more than 10% fat, it's a fatty liver. It's not a healthy liver. In this liver and in the cells of the liver, there is fat. If there is fat in the liver, the insulin is not able to enter, utilize the glucose, what you have eaten today. आपने पराठे खा लिए, आपने आइसक्रीम खा ली, पर वो पेट से गई कहाँ? It will go into the liver. आंतों से एब्जॉर्ब होके सारा खाना लिवर में जाएगा. तो अगर आपके लिवर में फैट है तो इंसुलिन ने काम ही नहीं किया. अगर इंसुलिन ज़्यादा चाहिए, रोज रोज पैंक्रियाज ज़्यादा इंसुलिन बनाएगा, then what will happen? Poor pancreas will get exhausted after some time and you may develop diabetes. So diabetes is a liver disease and fatty liver precedes diabetes by 15 to 20 years. Now you go for your blood checkup and you find भाई कोलेस्ट्रॉल ज़्यादा है. डॉक्टर ने दवाई लिख दी एंड आपने दवा ले ली, कोलेस्ट्रॉल कम हो गया, बड़े खुश हैं. बट डू यू एवर क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम वेयर हैज दिस कोलेस्ट्रॉल कम? दिस कोलेस्ट्रॉल इन द ब्लड is circulating because your liver is filled now with fat. This extra fat spills into the blood. Liver लबालब भर गया फैट से, तभी आकर के ब्लड के अंदर सर्कुलेट होगा. तो this fat which is circulating in the blood will go and settle into your gallbladder. You may have gallbladder stone. This may settle into your arteries, body's arteries. They become hard and you get blood pressure. It can go into the heart and the heart can probably have clots, clogging, fat around the heart. This is a way by which heart attacks or diseases occur. The same fat can go into the brain, strokes, chronic kidney disease, and of course, most of the cancer. Cancer is a state of chronic low-grade inflammation. Those who have got fatty liver have 2.2 times more time prostate cancer or gynecological cancer or stomach or colon cancers. You don't want, and if there is anybody in the family who has all this, be aware. So this is what I would like you to understand. Now, I want to give you some simple tips on self-testing. खुद ही अपने डॉक्टर बन जाओ, डॉक्टर के नहीं जाना पड़े. So now listen carefully. You are not going to a doctor and you will do self-test for fatty liver. First, if you or your parents, mother, father, grandfather, नाना नानी, दादा दादी या खुद को डायबिटीज़ है, ब्लड प्रेशर है, हार्ट डिजीज़ है या कैंसर है, लिवर का सिरोसिस है, किडनी डिजीज़ क्रॉनिक रही है, सडन हार्ट अटैक हुआ हो और खर्राटे ले रहे हो, खर्राटे वालों की भी प्रॉब्लम है, तो मान के चलिए कि हो सकता है आपको फैटी लिवर हो. और अगर आप ओवरवेट हैं या डायबिटिक हैं तो ऑलमोस्ट 90% चांस है कि फैटी लिवर होगा. तो अब आपने डायग्नोस कर लिया. दूसरा तरीका है वेट का. हाइट -100, 170 सेंटीमीटर अगर आपकी लंबाई है, उसमें से 100 घटाएं. आपका वज़न 70 होना चाहिए. पर अगर फैमिली में किसी और के है तो 105 घटाना है. मतलब 170 वाले का वज़न 165 किलो से ज़्यादा नहीं. और फीमेल्स में 100 में से 105 या 110, आपकी हाइट में से 105 या 110 घटाएं. मतलब फीमेल अगर 170 सेंटीमीटर की है तो उसका वज़न 65 होना चाहिए और फैमिली हिस्ट्री है तो 60 किलो से ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. तो ये दूसरा टिप हो गया. अगर आप ओवरवेट हैं, ओबीज हैं तो है फैटी लिवर, भाई टेस्ट कराओ. फैटी लिवर को और चेक करने के 3 और सिंपल टेस्ट हैं. एक अल्ट्रासाउंड हो जाता है, आपका ब्लड शुगर हाई है या लिपिड्स कोलेस्ट्रॉल हाई है आपका. और एक बड़ा सिंपल टेस्ट है, हिंदुस्तान में तो 20-30 रुपए में होता है, यहाँ भी मुझे लगता है सस्ता ही होगा, SGPT. एक लिवर का एंजाइम है. आपको सबको पता है हीमोग्लोबिन कितना होना चाहिए, भाई 15 होना चाहिए, 14 होना चाहिए. SGPT का लेवल आदमियों में 30 और फीमेल्स में 19 होना चाहिए. अगर इससे ज़्यादा है तो चिंता की बात है. If you have a high SGPT, and do get tested in your next early health checkup, get your SGPT. If it is high, it is a cause of concern. Consult somebody. So आपने फैटी लिवर आपने पता कर लिया कि अब है भी फैटी लिवर, और भारत में एटलीस्ट 30 to 40% ऑफ द पीपल है. आई डोंट नो अमेरिकन इंडियंस में कितना है, मतलब इंडियंस लिविंग इन अमेरिका में कितना है. मुझे लगता है इससे कम नहीं होगा, हो सकता है ज़्यादा ही हो, क्योंकि यहाँ लोग शायद ज़्यादा कार या ट्रेन या पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट यूज़ करते हैं. अगर फैटी लिवर है उसे ठीक करना है, छोड़ना नहीं है. इट्स अ फायर अलार्म. अगर आपके घर में फायर अलार्म बज रहा हो तो आप चुप थोड़ी रहोगे. तो माई मैसेज टू यू इज़ क्लियर. एक्सटिंग्विश, डाउज द अलार्म, डाउज द फायर बिफोर द फायर बर्न्स यू. Make sure that you protect your next generation. So in the book Own Your Body, I have given you 10 commandments. These are not my commandments. These are science based. Actually, there are 200 plus references. Every single thing which I am saying is backed up by science. But if you are reading science and I am wrong, I would be more than happy to correct myself. But 10 commandments I would like you to read. And the first commandment is make a family tree. This is coming with intense desire from my heart. If your father, mother, nana, nani, dada, dadi, anybody has the 10 things which I told you, then you are likely to be a manufacturing defect. Defect means you are born from a parents. Don't blame your parents, but you're born. Now if you are born, you need to be extra careful. Because not only for your health but for your children's health. You are responsible for the birth of the child. You are responsible to make sure that your child is healthy. You are responsible to see that a baby who is in the womb remains healthy. It is mother's duty to give the baby in the 9 months that the baby is in the womb an environment. That environment that the baby is healthy. Can you live in 9 months in a toxic room? Can you live in a city where there is toxicity in the air? You will not. You will leave that city. But the poor baby in the womb does not know this. The baby is born. So my message is, it is the parents' responsibility that the baby remains healthy when they are born. So you are healthy, your baby is healthy, it's our responsibility. But say already you have a child who is 15, 20, now you plan your grandchild. So it is my suggestion that live for your grandchild, but also every child who is born is taught health as first and education, school education as later. Through India Abroad, through Mr. Bambari, through all the means that he has, it's my humble desire, my prayer, my ambition that people who listen get an awareness. Own your body. It's neighbor's envy, owner's pride. It is your body. Like your car, polish it every day. There are 50 life-saving tips in the book. Maybe you can add another 50. You can delete some. But if you practice them, maybe it can add to your life and eternal wellness. There are 4 lifelines. I'll just briefly tell. The first lifeline is slim and fit. It's not lean, it is slim and fit. And what is fit, you need to know. Number 2 is that when to eat, what to eat, and how much to eat. Lot can be said, but you have to learn for yourself. It is you who have to invest, find out what is good food for you. Do you ever get a bad sweets? You get the best quality sweets. You stay in 7-star hotels. Why can't you have 7-star healthy food for you? And after 40, be ekahari. One time is good enough. The third is a restorative sleep and good dincharya. And I would say that the old wisdom is early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. And for food, do add 2 apples a day. 1 apple a day keeps the doctor away. But 2 apples a day makes you strong enough diseases don't come to you. And my fourth lifeline is about medicines. Don't use the fourth lifeline unless you have exhausted the first three lifelines. So remember, do not outsource your health. Be the owner of your health, owner of your body. Health cannot be given, health has to be earned. Your journey starts today for being long, healthy, happy life. Thank you.